Right then, hope you're all doing well. Happy Halloween from the Happy Hungry Hibby. What we're going to cover this week is an absolutely amazing spooky recipe from the one and only How Not to Diet cookbook. And it is a recipe that's been inspired from a roasted stuffed squash. So this recipe here is the roasted kabocha. I've not really heard that terminology before, with a kale and cranberry stuffing. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of a twist. It's so easy to do. You can actually use some pre-packed staple of any kind of any of your choice, whether it be quinoa, whether it be lentils, whether it be rice, or even a ancient grain like bulgur wheat or teff. It's completely up to you what you want to use, and then basically you're just going to add some inclusion foods just to really spruce it up and give it a real sort of seasonal sort of flavouring. So I'm going to basically use two different staples. I'm going to use some lentils, Bijou verts, which is vert meaning green in French, so it's a dark green lentils. This is a really good brand. And then I'm going to just use some of the red and white quinoa, which is just in a vat pack, and I'm just going to combine the two together. So that's my choice. I'm also going to use some preserved lemons just to really give that citrus edge to balance the flavours. And of course I'm going to use my little mini squashes which I bought from Sainsbury's. So this one is mixed squash, it just says on that one, and this one is a baby ghost munchkin pumpkin. They're kind of like cute, aren't they? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little bit off the bottom so that they sit on a plate, and then I'm going to cut the top off. So in terms of your seasonal fruit, you can either use raisins or sultanas, but I'm going to use some of these juicy cranberries which Gemma B gave me. So I'm going to use some of them. And then the other ingredients you need in terms of your veg, again, is entirely up to you. I'm actually using 2 shallots, some broccoli, some spring onions, some celery, some parsley, and there is my preserved lemon. I'm going to use some dry herbs. I'm going to use some sage, some thyme. It's really interesting. My wife likes to put decorations up, and we have a spooky night every year where Katie, her sister, comes round and we have a Halloween party. Woo! And then all the sweet treats come out, which are naughty. I'm also going to use some of the umami demi-glaze which I've made. Please check out the recipe here. Really good. What I do is I make these and freeze them into little blocks, and I can use them. And each one of these is classed as a tablespoon. And also I'm just going to use some black pepper as well. So let's get going. we have it. The stuffed squash. Absolutely amazing. Lovely little showpiece. Could be a starter, a main, depending on how big it is. But for me, this is going to be a starter for tonight. So, really hope you're enjoying the show. Please do subscribe. Lots of love and passion going into this. Also, please turn on your notifications every fortnight on Tuesdays at 4:30. Also, check out my playlist for other whole food plant-based recipes and vegan vegetarian recipes. So, happy Halloween, everyone. Ooh.